So the first poem I'm going to read is not actually written by me, it was written by my 8-year-old, but I found it the other day on a table and I thought this is really sweet and really good. And remember, she is 8. And it's called If You Can't, and I think that's just a great title. If you don't like lupins, flush them down the loo. If you feel very cold, grow some mould. If you can't pick with a toothpick, use a humongous fat stick. If you can't pick a flower, give it a shower. If you don't eat bread, you'll be dead. This is a bit of a trigger warning for the next bit. If you can't get a dad, you'll go mad. If you don't have eggs, you'll have empty legs. If you don't have a mat, you can't get a cat. If you can't get to the table, your name will be Mabel. That was my Okay, so from an 8-year-old to when I was an 8-year-old, this is called Scabs. When I was about 8, Mrs. Lewis looked at my knees and said, "You should have a suit of armour." And I grinned at the elastoplast. I used to run so fast I fell over and over, slapped against the tarmac of the playground. I grazed myself so badly once, they sprayed my knee with iodine. The pain was 100% extreme, and I howled the classroom down. How they laughed at this bloody clown, another tumble as I broke my crown. I fell with no fear, scraped and torn, held together with sticking plaster. A pratfall specialist yet to master balance and poise. The familiar noise of "ah!" before I learned the word "bollocks!" to express my dismay that I had damaged myself again the very same way. Now I fear the fall and fear the pain. Will I feel that freedom ever again? It's true, I never fell with an easy grace, but the tears were soon absent from my face. Now my eldest child is 8. I can't say it's really been worth the wait, but beneath my skin all along have been the words, "You should have a suit of armour." Just waiting to be used, but schools have health and safety now for fear of being sued. I can tell her, the picking off of scabs is part of the fun. Screw stay in your lane, walk, don't run. Just peg it down the street as fast as you can, with the marks on your knees where you sticked it to the man.
Yes.
This one's called Moving, and it's basically part of the reason I said about the writing the book thing was because I've looked back over a lot of poems, and there are some that just, they had something in them that needed editing, and this one was written in 2000, but I've rewritten it basically. Moving. Like milk white fur, the freezing fog lay gently over the land. A smooth skin curved like your warm belly when I returned at dawn, sliding comfortably next to you, my skin clammy from the cold cab of the transit van. I had shivered as I looked across the ethereal landscape, not from cold, but from lack of you, from fear and panic that I might never reach you, that the mists that lay on the crests of the hills and low in the valleys was whiteness that would lose me, blank me from memory. The icing sugar land remembered itself by morning, the same voluptuous velvet of the fields, covering freezing bodies deep in earth, slowly rotten, being forgotten. I had feared that I would be lost from you. So when I spread my hand over your taut stomach, pressing softly down into your recollected valleys, I could have wept because it was so infinitely good to get home. Just a reminder. And for my last one, this is a poem that I wrote, and I don't actually know when I wrote it, but it was probably pre-2000. And I'm just reading this unedited, so it's just stupid, but I'm just going to read it. For my birthday, can I have fame and all the other things? Can I have loads of money and a load of diamond rings? For my birthday, can I have the original Trojan horse? And can I have the crosswinds that blew Columbus right off course? Can I have Aesop's fables and the tales of Brothers Grimm? Can I have a mouse that sings and a cat that likes to swim? For my birthday, can I have you and all that entails? And can I have the kind of drugs that send me off the rails? For my birthday, can I have a really good fuck? You know, the one with the nun's outfit and the rubber ring. For my birthday, Can I have a rest in a warm and comfy bed? And can you stop the screaming that echoes in my head? Can I have a duvet with a Spider-Man motif? Can I have some mouthwash and a whole new set of teeth? For my birthday, can I have the only light of hope? Can I trouble Lennox Lewis for his favourite skipping rope? Can I talk to Tony Blair about stopping my exams? And can the bus fly over all of Derby's traffic jams? If I could have a present, I'd want something very small, or maybe if I was happy, I wouldn't want anything at all. For my birthday, I'd like a constellation, a glowing shooting star, so when we're lost in the wilderness, we can work out where we are. I'd like to find a flight to Venus, and I'd like to go to Mars. I'd like to pass my driving test and drive fast rally cars. And I'd like to rip the sale signs from all the shop window fronts. And I'd like to tell taxi drivers that they're all a load of quite reasonable people, actually. And I'd like to have a licence to lose my cool from time to time. And I'd like to write a poem without a cheesy rhyme. I want to feng shui my face, pierce my nose with a wind chime. Maybe with some elbow grease I'll find a sink beneath the grime. And maybe I'll write poems so I can have a whine about the fact you've not bought me any presents, not even after all that overtime. And I'm sad I'm a delinquent, and I swear in front of kids, but what else can you do, the little shits? But I'm taken seriously and given a Nobel Prize for being a brilliant poet and telling loads of lies. Maybe I'll admit the wish I made when blowing out the candles on my cake. Please let them never realise my career was a mistake.